Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Today I'll be showing you how to make a CFD analysis of a half circle. It's going to be viscid and turbulent, and so we're going to be just demonstrating the results of doing this over a 2D half circle. And let's get right into it. So first we're going to want to go ahead and open our Fluent, and we're going to want to open Space Clamp to make our geometry. Okay, now once we're in, we're gonna want to select a plane. You can go right here. It'll allow you to select a plane. I'd like to pick the X and Y just because it's classic, I guess. Go. And then we're going to want to go ahead and begin with a rectangle. Actually, one sec. There you go. So we are going to want to have our units. Perfect. So let's go ahead and begin with a rectangle. We're gonna make this rectangle, if our diameter of a circle has to be 1 meter, let's make it 3 meters. 3 meters are large. 3 meters by 1 meter. All right. Next, we're going to want to add our circle to the center, and that's going to be 1 meter large. Perfect. Actually, probably. Just so we can get better results. And very nice. Okay, next we're going to want to make a box. Actually, we'll go ahead and make a and then we're going to be 0.4, 0.9, 1.3. Okay, and then the reason we're going to make this box is so we can make faces around our wall to then have a better mesh, and I'll show you that right now. We'll start right here at the center, cut that right here, and then we'll go to the halfway point of our circle. Just left. Just make sure we get 90s, and then we'll split that up once more at this halfway point. here, half 90, so it's going to be at 0.45. Make it symmetric is all I'm doing right now. 90, and I think honestly this will work. Perfect. So once we have this, we'll just go ahead and delete this. These, and then just fix them up with this line. Look at that. So our lines can be very nice and clear. And once we have this done, we're going to want to end our sketch. Make sure we have our faces. Oh, and as you can see, it's already perfectly, it's not split right here. However, we'll split it right now because we'll go to our split. Press right here. And then we're going to split at this edge. Mm-hmm. Having trouble splitting this. Let's go back to our sketch and see if there's anything off about this. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Let's sketch mode. Dude, let's figure this out. go ahead and let's do it. Let's try this. So we're gonna select, split. Perfect. So we got it all split. So now that we're here, we can go ahead and update this. Update. We can open our mesh. Once we load up into our mesh, we can start naming our, grab your face, perfect. And so here we can start naming. So you're gonna want to press Control, press one here, there, one there, one there, one there. And then we're gonna press name. And these are going to be our symmetry. Sorry about that. Our symmetry. Well, then we're going to want to press at the beginning. Press N. Inlet. Next, we're going to want to do our outlet as well. Outlet. Outlet. And we're going to want to select a circle. Specifically here, this. I mean, I suppose we could also do the face. It'd be perhaps the same thing. And name that our wall. And then you're gonna want to think that should work. Next, you're going to want to press here, insert mesh. You're gonna want a face mesh. Just gonna click here, and then you're gonna control click all these angles or all these faces. Once you have those faces, you're gonna go to here and apply the geometry. And then yeah, you're gonna want to put your laterals, perfect, perfect. And then you're gonna want to generate a mesh. As you can see, it does not look that good, but we'll fix that right now. So go ahead, insert, and we're gonna insert our sizing, very important. And in this, on these inter areas, you're going to want to add an, we could do element size of 0.001. And then geometry, of course, perfect. And then you're going to want to press generate. It's going to take a second. So you sometimes you can do the split element, like divide it up into an amount, or you can actually just, when I meant element, I meant face. You can divide the face into a number of elements, or you can just choose to make your element size. In this case, I chose to make my element size 0.01 meter, so 1 millimeter large. So we're gonna get very accurate data, and it's gonna take a second, but it'll show us at the end when it loads all the way. I was not talking during that time, but as I showed you earlier, the velocity contours and then the path lines with a step 75 divided up by 75 at 500 steps. So you're able to see both, and then we're lastly going to need to give the pressure and static distribution. And here you can very well see the max stagnation point, and then our lowest is going to be our highest velocity up here, or highest dynamic velocity as well. Thank you for watching.